Hi Gemini, welcome to the full moon in Aries reading for October 17th, 2024. Full moons close out cycles. This is a super moon. Because it's Aries, they say it can be very warlike, a little bit of agitation. But I gotta be honest with you, until now the readings have been really, really good. So, maybe we have that more of the initiatory energy that Mars brings, right? Or maybe we're fighting for a good cause. In any case, the direction that your reading is going in is number 5, intention, back and forth. However, it was reversed. I think that's a good thing. I'm going to have a look here and quickly read a quick synopsis from the book. This card reversed is a good omen for increased action in your life. Yeah, right? Mars initiates things. It puts a fire under our butt. You're finally ready to make the decision that you've been resisting. In fact, you may have already done so. You have the clarity and the consciousness to figure out exactly what you want to do, and you have the power to do it. The hesitation of the past may linger a bit, but your courage is growing and you're getting ready to take control of your destiny. Things bode well for you for your new decision and focused action. It may take some time to gain momentum, but you're on the right track. Focus on your goal, take action. This is a time of great energy for you. Open up to the unlimited confidence and courage that your soul provides. And that's what I mean, martial energy, right? That's Mars. That's fire. And it blazes trails. And that looks like what's happening here. So that's the direction that this reading is going in. Let's see what the cards have to say. The first set of cards is where you find yourself at the time of the full moon, or if you are actively, consciously closing out an old cycle or an old situation. The second set of cards is you, what you're thinking, what you're doing, how you're feeling in regards to this situation. Oh, nice. That's what I mean. I haven't had a bad reading yet. Knock on wood. And the last set of cards, wow. The last set of cards is probable outcome. Probable because some things we can change. Forewarned is forearmed. And some things we are meant to experience, but always to further our growth. However, it may not seem like it at the time. Okay, let's have a look here. I don't know, I'm getting energy from these readings. All right, the first set of cards, you have the Fool and the Page of Cups. So you could be dealing with a person with a Piscean type temperament. They're going to be sensitive and sometimes overly sensitive, but very intuitive and psychic and a little bit weird sometimes. They say that the Page of Cups is a water, water element, but really it's the aether. It's the stuff in between objects, right? And that's why they're good with the Akashic records. You can tap into that because it's in every particle, but because you are ethereal, right? Because you have the connection to aether, you're not as dense. Although you can be quite flaky with the Page of Cups. Like the aether, right? You can't quite grasp it. It's like a slippery fish. But there is expansion with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups wants to expand their spirit. With that, you have the Fool, which is a new adventure. It's taking a leap of faith in a particular direction. And that's exactly what the back and forth reversed was saying. Okay, I'm going to do it now. And that's what I mean by flaky. We're kind of like, maybe not now, maybe later. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to feel it out, right? Because the Page of Cups really looks for signs and synchronicities. Like I said, a little bit weird. But the Fool is kind of like, all right, let's take that leap of faith. Let's do it. And the Fool is also a card and energy of not quite worrying about the negative or the pitfalls or what's actually going to happen. It's having faith, right? It's taking things in faith value, and dealing with things as they come. There's going to be a lot of communication. This is Mercury in Virgo. So details, details, details. And talking about them and negotiating things. And this can be financial negotiations, but it can be more than that. It can be within community, family community, community at large. But this is details, and it's Mercury, so there's a lot of communication necessary where the details are concerned. I feel a lot of energy behind this, to be honest with you, and I do feel quite chatty as I'm talking about this. And it's even almost like my thoughts can get ahead of my tongue. However, Virgo is going to ground you. Virgo is going to ground that energy and be like, take it slow and easy and don't miss the details. And it doesn't mean that we're afraid or worried. We're still taking that leap of faith, but Virgo is going to ground you a little bit and not necessarily bring that like number 9 energy of doomsday, right? Like, oh, what could happen? Something's going to go wrong. But more like, okay, what are the details? What are the final details here? What do we have to do? And it's the practicalities, which I'm not so sure that the Page of Cups is good at. And so this throwing this energy into the mix is very good. However, Saturn is moving through Pisces, and it's teaching us how to be more mature in our decision making, and taking in account those practicalities and those details. So it might be a very good time because we're moving into the 3rd year of Saturn in Pisces, which is where you get to see those tangible results for the hard work that you've done the 2 years prior. You are the Sun and the Ace of Cups, which is very interesting because the Sun is very solar, it's warm weather, it's bright summertime, and the Ace of Cups is my summertiming card. So the trajectory here can be the summertime, warmer weather, whether that's next summer or 2 summers from now or whatever, but there's going to be some summertime energy very possibly here for many of you. It's a general reading, so maybe not everybody, but for some people out there, the trajectory is summer. You can be in the spotlight here with the Sun card. Feel very invigorated, lots of energy. The Sun is at your back. You feel youthful. That inner child wants to come out and play a little bit. Your emotions can be overflowing with that Ace of Cups. You can be very inspired and inspiring other people as well. And with that Fool card too, there's just a lot of faith and there's a lot of inspiration and overflow of emotion. This is happy energy. This is really like, and it again, if it was back and forth, things were kind of stuck, but now things are flowing, things are moving again. You are the Emperor. This is more of that kind of martial energy because it is associated with Aries, and Aries planet is Mars, and these are people of authority. So you have some authority now in this situation, whatever it is that you're dealing with, Gemini. And this can be you in authority. The Emperor can rule with an iron fist, or he can make rules and regulations for the good of everyone. And that is the trajectory that I see this going in, because it's the Sun, it's happy, it's youthful, it's invigorated. It's not old fuddy-duddy, kind of like, pain and do it my way or die kind of energy. It's really happy and joyful energy. So it is, for me, somebody in authority who makes rules and regulations for the good of everyone involved. Very, very nice energy. Creating good, strong foundations. If your foundations were built correctly, the manifestation holds firm. If it isn't, you'll have to start all over again. But it seems to me like with that Mercury in Virgo, you're dealing with the details here. And that can only benefit you. All right, moving on. because I feel so much energy from this. You have the Seven of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. Seven is always the number, it's the frequency of your ethics, the alignment with the divine will. And you may have some choices that you need to make here. Make good ethical choices. And again, we go back to the Emperor here, right? What is good for everybody, or is it an iron fist situation? What is good for everybody is going to be your ethical decision making here. These are the 7 planets that have 7 different things to offer you. It's Venus and Scorpio. Venus wants beauty and harmony, right? Venus is harmonious. It's beautiful because it's harmonic, because it's the golden ratio. So when there are choices that come up, right? Remember that. What do I do? There can be some confusion where choices are concerned. Go with your ethical choices. Well, at least that's what this card is is implying. You can do whatever you want. Then you have the Three of Pentacles, and that's Mars in Capricorn. So more martial energy. Remember that Aries energy, or that fire. The Moon and Mars is really, really evident in your reading here. The Three of Pentacles is, well, Capricorn is about empowerment, right? And so we're putting a lot of fire behind some empowerment, meaning there could be some creative solutions. With the Three of Pentacles, it's a very collaborative effort, and because it's collaborative, maybe that's where the choices come in, right? Everybody kind of has their idea of, no, let's do this, let's do that, let's do the. But we can really harness that that creative energy, and come up with some good creative solutions here. Now, this may be because it's the first time. This is my apprenticeship card, and so it can be something that we're doing for the first time, but we're applying. We're applying the knowledge that we have, and perfecting it, right? We're really trying to give it a good perfection, empowering the situation. Good creative solutions and collaborative efforts. Well, the moon is going to have a big effect on this. You have the sun and the moon, so that's 2 sides of one coin, which is really nice. It makes a complete coin. There can be some, especially with this card, some things that we are unable to see at the moment. There's some things that are unclear, but I don't think that's really a problem, especially with the Three of Pentacles, where there's creative solutions. There can be some fears that come up after all, after we get to sort of the staging, this part of the stage of the manifestation, because here we're just kind of taking that leap of faith, and then all of a sudden we're like, I hadn't thought about that, or maybe I don't understand this completely. But because this is collaborative efforts, maybe there are people who understand, and you just have to kind of talk about it and discuss it within the group situation. Remember, there's Mercury in Virgo here, and so it is about community and talking about things, and airing some sort of grievances, or worries, or that sort of thing. But the moon is also intuition, and a strong intuition, and you have the Ace of Cups here, and the Ace of Cups is an overflow of emotion, releasing old emotional baggage, so you make space for more. And there is an intuitive energy to the water element, and so we can kind of be looking for signs and synchronicities where there's confusion, where we don't know quite what the choices might be. And I say that because what Spirit wants you to know is mystery. Explore the unknown, and the unexpected awaits you, and that's definitely the moon. But it wants an exploration of that, and that's Mars, right? That's martial energy. It's kind of like trailblazing. Let me go in first. Let me check it out. I'll come back and let you know what's going on. It's that very explorative energy. Okay, that's all I got for you. I hope it's been helpful. I'll return in 2 weeks with a new moon reading. Until then, take very good care, and thank you for watching. It's appreciated. Bye for now.